Hi, James Jacobson here. By way of introduction, I used to work in the White House for President Reagan on Capitol Hill for a senator and was elected to office. And I traveled the world in a business I founded and created and ran for over 25 years. But nothing is more satisfying than working with your hands to create something. Now I'm old, semi-retired, but I've learned a few things over the years that I'd like to share. I offer free sage advice. Today I want to share with you the importance of having a trade, a skill that enables you to make a living by working with your hands and your brains. Up front, I need you to know that I'm a Christian, and if you're not a Christian, I suggest you become one. I've made many mistakes along the way, and I am not the best example of Christianity. But if God can save me, he can save anyone. The Bible says working with your hands is a valuable skill for financial self-sufficiency and an honest way to make a living and to support the needy. Jesus Christ himself had a trade. He was a craftsman, a carpenter, a stonemason, and a builder. He worked with both stone and wood. In a place like Nazareth, trees would have been scarce, but stones are plentiful. Paul, the apostle, worked as a tent maker to support himself, so he could share the gospel without being a burden on others. In Proverbs, we're told of a wise woman who is capable and she works diligently with her hands. In his letter to the Thessalonians, Paul wrote, "Aspire to lead a quiet life, to mind your own business, and to work with your hands as we commanded you." So having a trade is noble, it's aspirational, and it's God's desire for us. Electricians, carpenters, welders, plumbers, and many other tradesmen never have to worry about being replaced by AI. You can be your own boss and run your own business. Technical and trade skills cost a fraction of what going to college costs. The skills can be acquired by any man, woman, young or old. So now I just want to share with you a project I recently completed. I restored a kitchen in a very old house. I did it for a fraction of the cost of buying ugly factory-made cabinets. Here you can see what the kitchen looked like before the restoration. First, I had to find the real floor. This meant peeling off layers and layers of linoleum, plywood, and synthetic tile. I researched what kitchens looked like 100 years ago. Then I sketched out a plan. To make cabinets, I recommend you have a table saw. Although, you can get the big stores to make the cuts for you if you have the right measurements. Cabinet plans can be found all over the internet. I got ideas from many of these internet plans, and then I developed my own plan that worked for my project. I made my cabinets from 3/4-inch plywood and strips of poplar. The cabinet doors, the panels are made out of 1/2-inch plywood. I use plexiglass for my glass doors. This is how it all came together. To conclude, anyone can do this. You can save a ton of money by doing this yourself. I also encourage you to get a trade, work with your hands, and live how God intends for us to live. Thanks for watching.